Hi, and welcome back to the 10th video in the 10-part video series, How to Lose Belly Fat. Today we're talking about the right type of exercise to burn that belly fat. You know, I've been very fortunate to have had a wonderful career in the fitness industry. So I've probably exercised nearly every day of my life since I was about 20 years old. And of course, as we age and move, go through menopause, move into our 50s and our 60s, that type of exercise you need to do in order to achieve the results you want changes. Now, in particular, as we age and we're focusing on losing this belly fat, the visceral belly fat, the types of exercise that you do need to be much more targeted than simply just exercising to build aerobic capacity. And of course, as we're younger, that's fine, but you want to have exercises that are not going to waste your time. And that's what we're going to do in this video today. I'm going to quickly show you the types of exercises that you'll be doing to get the best benefit. Now, the first one is ensuring that when you're doing aerobic exercise to build your cardiovascular system, is that you are adding what we call HIIT, high intensity interval training. Now, studies have shown that 2 bursts of intense exercise for about 20 seconds in duration, together with a short walk, say maybe 15-20 minutes, has as much benefit for you as a long 1-hour run. Now, especially as we age, we don't want to be running unless you really want to, but we also have to be careful about injury. So if you can just walk but add these 20-second bursts of energy, that can really go a long way to increasing your aerobic capacity and endurance and in building your energy as well. Now, that simply means go for a walk for 10 minutes, then walk as fast as you can for 20 seconds, continue walking for another few minutes, do another one, and then you're done. That's all you need to do. Now, the next aspect to this is what we call is form and posture. As we age, it's our posture that really does tell our age. And especially because we're doing a lot of work on computer, we tend to get this sort of hunch back. I want to show you something. If you're standing with that kind of rounded shoulders and sitting down, I see a lot of people doing this. You see the difference, that belly sticking out? To get rid of that quickly, to show you quickly how you get rid of belly fat real fast, is simply just to tuck the hips under and lift the shoulders up and roll them back and think about your core. You'll automatically lose 2 kilos by the looks of things. But many people tend to exercise like that, hunched over, and all that does place enormous strain on your lower back. So you want to just make sure when you're exercising, those hips are just gently tucked under, your core is strong and your shoulders are back. Form is just as good as doing the exercise. In fact, I say to my clients all the time, the way you do an exercise is just as critical, if not more, than how many repetitions you do. Doing just maybe 10 repetitions of a particular exercise, but really focusing on the way that you do it, engaging your core and really thinking about how you come in and out of the exercise is way better than doing 50 where you're actually not focused. The next aspect of this is strength. In fact, for me, strength is way more important than anything else as we age, and in particular, getting rid of that visceral belly fat. You want to be thinking in terms of building that strength to help lose this, particularly the belly fat. So let's look at how you do that. There's a couple of exercises that I love to do most of all, and I like to do what I call compound exercises. In other words, if I'm working my legs, I also like to work my upper body. And that you can do that by combining the two. Now, unless you're weight training and you want to, build, go in competitions where we talk about, different days for different exercises, that's not really what we want when we're releasing belly fat, particularly up over the age of 50. We want to build the strength and we want to do it in the shortest period of time possible. And I'll share actually a little bit more of that in the masterclass. I'll go over some of the exercises in the masterclass that are critically important, but I just want to show you a couple. One is to do squats. Squats are an amazing lower body exercise. You're engaging almost every single muscle from your core, your quadricep, the gluteus maximus, quadricep, backs of the legs, even your calves, and it helps with your balance as well. There's a right way and a wrong way to do squat. I'm going to show you quickly how to do them properly. When you're going into a squat, it's important that your feet are about shoulder width, a little more than shoulder width apart, and the toes are slightly turned out. And when you're doing a squat, it's really important that you are not pushing your knees over the toes, but in fact you're back in a squat as if you're sitting in a chair. I also, for as we age, to not go too deep into the squat because you just don't want to damage your knees, particularly if you haven't got a lot of strength in the quadriceps and the muscles at the back of the legs. So all you're going to do is you're going to get into a posture position. You're going to tuck those hips under. You're going to lift up, and all you're going to do is sit back as if you're sitting in a chair. And I want you to watch that. So I'm sitting back. Okay, I'm not going this way. I'm sitting back. Knees are back over the toes, and I'm sitting down as if I am squatting in a chair. Now, when they're coming up, squeeze those glutes and come up. How you add the extra intensity, make this a compound exercise, is to add a bicep curl with it. Now, you can use weights, or you can simply push up and down, up. Now, all you're thinking about is that core. You're thinking about that core, you're thinking about your posture, you're sitting down, don't go too low, and come back up. 10, 20 of those, perfect today, and add weights if you want. Another one I really wanted to share with you, because I love this particular exercise. It's one of my favorite. I know people look at me really strange when I say that. The push-ups are my absolutely favorite exercise of all time. Why? Because it works nearly every major muscle group in the body, focuses on the core, and it's one of those things that for many years I didn't think I could do. When you go into a push-up, really important, again, you're focusing on the core. Now you can do what we used to call women's push-ups. I don't know if we still call them that, women's push-ups. On the knees, simply go forward, hands are shoulder width apart or a little bit further, and you're leading with the chest down and coming up. Or you can really challenge yourself, coming up on your toes and down again. You're going down to the chest and coming up. Now, those particular exercises are so good for you. Now, in the masterclass that I'm sharing with you, you can click on the link below to find out more. But in the masterclass, I'm going to go through all these exercises, why they're critical, how to do them, and how they help you lose belly fat. So click on the link to subscribe, to keep updated with any new videos that I'm coming up with. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think. Are you exercising regularly? Have you found it works for you? Do you need to have exercises that really help you find the motivation to do them? You know, in a series of exercises or a workout routine that I've built, it takes about 9 minutes. Knuckles that. So click on the link to subscribe, or click below to register more, to find out more about the How to Lose Weight Naturally masterclass coming up soon.